Barbie's back, but the Sharks haven't gotten it in New York. They break franchise history tonight. We'll tell you all about it right now. This is Teal Town After Dark. And with that, good evening, everyone. It is October 18th, 2022, and the San Jose Sharks, for the first time in franchise history, start the season 0-5. Oh, boy. That's right. It's worse than the Cow Palace days, people. Oh, Lordy, help us all. Welcome to Teal Town After Dark. This is your live interactive Sharks postgame show. We do this after every game, so if you want to be part of it, here's how you do this. It's a live interactive experience for us. So chat with us and fellow Sharks fans in Sharks territory and all over the world on the YouTube page or the app. Of course, follow us on all of our social media stuff: YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, SoundCloud, Reddit, Discord, TikTok? I guess so. Find everything at tealtownusa.com. And if you want to support the pod, you can always hit us up on a super chat in the YouTube chat or Venmo us at tealtownusa. And with that, I say hello to Miss Dan Meyerson. How are you?
Mrs.
Oh, I'm sorry. Mrs. You were right. My bad. My blunder. I can just wait. Your husband's going to come with it. It's Mrs. Damn it. Dana, how are you?
I'm numb emotionally. Just kind of laugh at the whole thing. Showing off my Barbie gear. I am happy for Barbie to be back. I'm a Barbie girl. The Sharks are in a Barbie world, but apparently having Barbie back wasn't enough. But we still love him.
Life in plastic right now for the Sharks isn't fantastic. So, yes, we will get onto that. But oh boy. Your original out from this game, I mean, it started off nice. I mean, they had a first period lead again. Nico Sturm with his second goal of the season, second goal in as many games. Something, right? Something.
Yeah, no, I've been a big fan of Sturm. Him and Cunnin, to me, are like the big, the two acquisitions that I feel like are making a big difference. Everyone else is just kind of faded into the background. And I'm still out here kind of checking on Balsers in Florida.
Yeah, he can make this team, huh? Okay. All right. I mean, the chat is already fired up. I mean, I've already seen Bedards all over the place. 5 games is too much. Someone passed the whiskey from Shoe Shine.
I don't have a whiskey, but I can give you a quirk.
What is that?
I don't know if they have these outside of Missouri, but it's just like a bougier hard seltzer, I guess. Cheers.
Makes sense. Cheers. It's a Sharks aluminum cup. I'll take that. Alex Beltran, 2 or fewer lives on. Yeah. Jim and FLA, this team will be lucky, not joking, to win 15 games. Oh boy, I just history, baby, from Dave. I mean, it's just yeah, it's just so hey, I see Bedard in the chat already. I mean, 0-5. Hey, if Arizona can beat Toronto, anything is possible, right? Yeah. All right, let's grin and bear it, Dana. Second period, it was
No, not the second period. Anything but a second period.
Oh man, I mean, you saw the Islanders get 2 goals, in about 4 minutes 45 seconds in, Anders Lee and then Zach Parise, if that's the pronunciation he wants to go with this week, gives the Islanders a 2-1 lead. But you saw some hope when he got the Sveshnikov. Sorry, I didn't want to do that too loud.
I know that made me happy.
Yeah, I mean, that tied it up. You're like, oh my God, first off, we got a goal in the second period. And secondly, it's still tied. We're still tied with 3 minutes to go. Oh, Wallstrom with the minute to go. Just, what do you think it is? What are your thoughts on all this nightmarish?
Something about the long change? I don't know. What other difference is there between a second period and any other period? Because it's right in the middle, right? So it's like if you have a problem in the first period, you can say, oh, well, we're just like not, we're not getting going. Like maybe we need to like do more, I don't know, do something else and more like get going at the start. Oh, well, if you're struggling in the third period, need to like maintain that energy. Like second period, what? What do you, I don't know.
I don't know. Alessio Cara in the middle. I mean, it just stinks right now with it. Just a tough one. And the worst part of it all, let me see if I can pull it up from Shark Stats. Our good friend, Uncle Darren Stevens. I mean, this is how bad the second period was. And granted, we scored a goal in this one. I mean, it's ridiculous. In the second period this season, this is kind of like my post-it note, so forgive me. I'm not trying to steal your segment here. Forgive. And this doesn't count towards her count, people. In the second period this season, the Sharks are outscored 12-2. They have a negative 31 shots on goal differential. That means that
after 5 games.
After 5 games. They've allowed 31 more shots to their opponent than they have. Through 2 periods, the shot attempts were favoring the Isles 59-32. The Islanders finished up with 45 shots on goal. They had 21 in the second period alone. And Dana, I mean, Lordy.
I got nothing.
Yeah, you got.
Well, I got something, but
you got something.
On the topic of second periods, I have nothing more to contribute.
Yeah, it just seems, and I hate to go back to that word of demoralizing. That
well, David Quinn said it.
Yeah, I mean, so. I hate to go back to it, but I mean, the second period, this team gets demoralized. They are down and out. It is like, we're done. It's over. Good night. Drive home safely. I hadn't said keep it real, keep it teal, keep it real teal yet. And it's just ridiculous. And PJ48 saying you have Cunnin on the top line, Gadjevich on the fourth line, a fourth line for your third line, a different player every game on the second line. It's shocking they couldn't generate consistent offense. And that's the worst part, Dana. You have 2 fourth-liners leading your team in goals.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's not a good look.
It's not a good look. Timo, where are you? You got moved to the second line with Couture to do something. I mean, oh my God.
The Hurdle was invisible this game.
Hurdle played?
Like, I'm the biggest... Exactly. I'm, like before every, or like during a game or whatever, if I know I'm going to be on After Dark, I'm kind of like thinking like through like each player, do I have thoughts on them at all? I mean, I think like Couture, I could, he did a lot this game that I like, but like, and I'm the biggest Hurdle stan on God's green earth. He was not present pretty much in any game except the first one.
Yeah. And it's just frustrating. I know it's not the end all be all, but I mean, basically, Cunnin -2 tonight, Couture -2, Hurdle -2, but Sveshnikov a +2. I mean, it's almost like, do we even put Gadjevich, Sveshnikov, and Sturm as your top line?
Why not? You can't. Like, how much worse can it be?
I mean, to say
maybe we can be as bad in all the periods as we are in the second period. That's progress. And I just want to respond to the chat, people saying like Couture looked defeated or done. Like, I agree, but I could see him doing things in this game that looked like someone putting effort into something.
Yeah, and it's tough. We do have a Howie Meyerson. Any relation? We
Yes.
need a Marjorie.
Oh, I
Maybe
can go get
later
her if
on.
you want.
Later
Yeah,
on. Yeah,
later.
but
Yeah, no, Howie, OG Sharks fan. He can tell you all about a T-shirt he got when the Sharks beat the OG Winnipeg Jets
nice.
on Valentine's Day in 1993,
Ooh,
four, something
that's a
before I was born.
that's a very
Uh,
well. Thanks for reminding me.
anyway, yeah, but he got a King of Hearts shirt because the Sharks didn't lose that 18th game.
18th game. Oh wow, wow! That was the end of the 17-game winning streak. Holy,
Yeah.
or losing streak, winning streak.
Oh, he's seen it all. This is nothing.
Oh yeah, Howie. Good evening to you, you OG, like yours truly. Appreciate it. Um, yeah, it's just frustrating. Of course, a lot of couture talk in the chat. Um, you know they want. Tiger, I think you're just trolling here. I'm not even going to bother putting that in there. A lot of people calling for removing the C off couture.
It can't make it worse. Any of these suggestions could not make the Sharks have a worse record. So I would like to put it out there.
You're almost thinking at this point at 0-5. You're thinking at what's next? Why not?
Why not?
I mean, try anything.
Put Marjorie in skates.
Hey,
She won't like it, but neither the Sharks don't look like they enjoy playing hockey either. So
no, it's just frustrating to see. I mean, they looked promising, even when I would say all the way up to the Sveshnikov goal. I thought they were battling, even though they were getting outshot badly. I mean, it was almost a 2-to-1 ratio after 2 periods.
oh gosh, we haven't even talked about Reimer yet.
And hey, you know what? Give him a boatload of stick taps. I mean, James Reimer, 39 saves on the night. Or excuse me, they've changed it now. They just upped it to 40 saves on the night, which is remarkable. So let me get the ticker updated. So 40 saves on a night on 44 shots, 909 save percentage. Folks, it's not the goaltending anymore. Let's be quite honest here. It is not the goaltending anymore. You can say it's maybe the defense. You can say it's goal scoring. I know the Sharks Foundation was celebrating their $2 million goal, which props to you, Sharks. I mean, that's always a good thing. But should have hit that sooner, in my opinion. And
Yeah.
PJ's like, start Reimer on the second line. I don't think that's
Couldn't
possible.
be worse. The record could not be worse.
Again, we'll break out the dangle.
Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Yeah, exactly. For Jesse Littlefield and cool Avatar. 44 shots for a team that wins by playing defense. Was there a blue line out there tonight?
No, weren't all the goals from forwards, or like all but one?
Yeah, and the Islanders have. I want to say, let's see. In the first 4 games, they had 2 goals against Chicago, 2 goals against Nashville, then another one against Nashville, another one against. I believe the Islanders. Where's my notes? I had some notes here. I believe the Islanders' defense had as many goals as the Sharks did this season so far. That's just scary.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. The Isles' defense has 6 goals in their first 2 games, the same amount as the Sharks in 4. So we are getting some quotes from the locker room. AJ, thank you very much. Sturm on this experience of losing after winning the cup last year. It sucks.
Yeah. Okay.
No shiitake, right?
Yeah.
Oh, let's see. Sturm, we want to turn the culture around here, and so far we haven't done anything. He's telling it like it is. I can't wait for Quinn to say something after this. Steven Ortega, I'm worried about this team puck guy. Oh, don't worry. We're worried too. Um, it's and Chester Chivo. Hey, bud, a long time fan of our program. He's been one of our longtime viewers from day one. When Sturm and Sveshnikov have more goals than Hurdle and Meyer Couture, you have a problem. Yeah, and Ian, hey bud, hope you're having a good one, man. What's the alternative? Like there's going to be pain regardless. Yeah, and that's the thing. We kind of all knew this was kind of be the
Yeah.
rough start. I don't think
But you can be fun bad.
right.
Like not depressing bad.
Like I think the first game of the season, Nashville scored a minute one in. That's the only time the Sharks hadn't scored for the first time. They have scored four. They had scored the first goal in the last four games. They have lost the last four games. They've lost the last five. Vancouver, if it weren't for that first Nashville game, they would have beaten Vancouver to an NHL record of scoring, of allowing a lead and then blowing it. And it's frustrating. And I know Ricky Barton Slager is saying, just root for losses. You won't be disappointed anymore. Yeah, but even then, how much can you take?
Yeah, like you want to see at least, I don't know, see somebody like smile or look like they're enjoying themselves in the career that they chose and trained their whole lives for. Like, well, I shouldn't say nobody smiled. Svechnikov looked really happy, or so did Nico Sturm. They looked happy when they scored a goal. But yeah, I don't know that. Man, remember the good vibes Sharks from this time last year?
4-0. Shocked Toronto. Hell, they had a Toronto fan throw a jersey on the ice.
Oh, that was so funny. That was so funny.
Oh, the good times. The good times indeed. I mean, oh man. I mean, yeah, in California cruising, at least can we get a point? I mean, seriously, it's just very frustrating to see. And more from Nico Sturm. We're not going out to get. Let me try this again. We're not going to go out and dangle anybody. We have to play simple. Okay.
Do something.
Yeah. No. It reminds me of one of the podcasters I listened to up in Vancouver. Do something. It's just rough because I mean. And now NHL.com's updated again. They're crediting Reimer with 41 saves on 45 shots, a 9/11 save percentage. My God, I mean, he gets better and better every moment we do this podcast. Can we get another one?
That is perfectly enough to win.
Yeah.
Like, and it was just, like really like brought me to tears. How like even after the empty net goal, he went back in. There was kind of a scramble, and he was still, you could see he was putting the effort in to still keep that puck out of the net. Like I want to protect him, but at the same time, I kind of want to launch him out of this team because he deserves so much better.
I completely agree with you, Dana. I mean, yeah, and Ian says it too. This team does not deserve Reimer, LOL. I mean, for what Reimer's done, I mean,
Thankless.
41 saves. At least someone's giving a damn on this team. Like someone is just going above and beyond. And that's what this team needs is someone to go above and beyond, not just, oh, I'm here. No. I'm tired of it, and it's just, it's just frustrating. Sturm again. Let me bring it over. Where are we? Where's my cursor? It's just losing my mind here. Sturm. The guys aren't the problem. This group is very close, getting along really well. We haven't been able to translate that to the ice, and we need to figure it out fast.
I mean, I believe him, you know. Um,
Uh,
it's But yeah, I don't know. What I wouldn't give to be a fly on the wall in that locker room. Like, uh,
yeah, it would just be nice, and we haven't played a 60-minute hockey game yet. Have they even played a 21-minute hockey game for that matter? The first periods are good. We're playing in like we expect them to give us the game after we score first. They aren't going to. Um, you know, Sturm, I get it. He won a Stanley Cup with Colorado last year after coming off from Minnesota. He had a bit of that experience to see what to do. But man, um, it just mind blows me. It really does. I mean, I knew this team was going to be bad, Dana, but I didn't expect it to be this bad. I expected it to compete more.
yeah, I don't know. I was kind of like last season. I was really hopeful. I was enjoying the good vibe Sharks. Um, I was the last to get off the train, you know, admitting they weren't going to make the playoffs, and I kind of figured, you know, this year just let it be what it is. We've got a great draft ahead, and as people have pointed out, like even if you are the worst team in the league, you still have like, you know, whatever it is, 20% chance or whatever um of getting that first overall, and like, okay, you're guaranteed at least the third overall, but again, you can still be fun bad. You can
Right.
still have like one or two people who like, you know, have a great season and make progress and that kind of thing. Um but yeah, I just like, I don't know.
Yeah. It's it's just crazy. More and more. Wow. Nico Sturm was very talkative tonight. This isn't juniors or college where you need someone to motivate you. We're 0-5, and we don't need Quinn and Greer to say anything. We know. Um,
If Greer is talking directly to them, like that's not, you know,
you better get your
because
head out of your butt right now.
yeah,
Um,
like the coach is supposed to be the GM's mouthpiece.
yeah, but if he's there, and we honestly haven't seen any pictures or a view of Greer, uh, mainly because it's not Hockey Night in Canada. They don't have the camera, like a sole camera sticking into the GM room. But man, oh man, it's tough. And now we're getting comments from David Quinn. Uh, we're a very fragile group right now. It's going to take a lot of work to get out of this situation. It's frustrating.
Fragile?
Um, I
His
start. I'm
choice of words.
fragile, frustrating, demoralizing. I mean, this is depressing. This is concerning. Um,
And like you can't even fire anybody because the GM and coach are both brand new. That's usually kind of the, if this thing happens, it's like, okay, well, if things get really bad, we can fire the coach and like that'll be something. Um, and it's like I don't even know David Quinn as a coach well enough to say what amount of this is his fault or not his fault or whatever. Like at least with like Booger, I could be like, oh yeah, no, he like put Matt Nieto out in overtime. That's on you, bud.
yeah.
But
I
like
mean,
with David Quinn, like I don't even know him. Mike Greer, I don't even know him as a GM. I don't even know what to point to.
if you're not gonna beat them, beat them. This one of the old time hockey adages, and you're not even doing that. You know, um, and Quinn continues on here. Yeah, I hope Sturm thinks it sucks because it does suck. We're not getting it done. It's not going to happen overnight, but we need to do more in a lot of areas. And he's telling the truth. I'll be that he's being honest about it, which I appreciate. just a different way you expect it to come from, I think.
Yeah, I agree. And like, I don't want to like nitpick, word choice and that kind of thing, but like that's what comes to mind. The word fragile, like in reference to a professional hockey team, like that's, I don't know, that's just so pointed.
Yeah. I mean,
And that gives me so much more that like, I don't see a team lose a game and think, oh, they're fragile. To me, that seems like, I don't want to read into it, but like, what is he really saying
right.
about the mental state
Yeah.
of everybody?
I mean, you think about it, fragile, demoralizing, frustrating. It sucks. Quinn's going on here. This game rewards honesty. We're playing honest at times, but we're not honest enough.
How do you play hockey honestly? What does that mean? Like, am I missing something?
I'm kind of with you a little bit. What are you trying to get at,
Like,
Dave, here?
not taking penalties? Like, but our PK is fine. Still,
Hey,
100%. Can we
yeah,
talk about?
there we go.
Oh
Yes.
my God.
Thank you, Dana. Thank you.
I'm
We have
losing it.
something to talk about positively. The Sharks 0-3 on the PK. I mean, they get the job done again. Um, I mean, that's just
And they had a lot of lucky bounces on some of the power plays this game, I will say.
and
A
great
lot of posts.
and great net line. Yeah, they had a couple of posts on there. I mean, that's something. That's something. They had 21 blocks. That's something.
And again, more blocks means the puck was coming at you more than you were
That's
moving the puck.
those blocks. I mean,
Were they all from Mario Ferraro?
let's see. Let's see. Did Mario Ferraro? How many blocks did Mario Ferraro have on tonight's game? And he was a leading ice timer. What 23-25? He played over a minute more than Eric Carlson. He had 3 blocks. So did Radim Shimmick. And so did Luke Kunin. Or Kunin. Sorry. Oh boy. Can someone take care of the chat, please? I think Quinn meant an honest effort without cheating on plays. Sure. Absolutely.
I don't know. Maybe the Sharks need a hot Tinder date to motivate them. Maybe this person's on to something.
Oh, right. I and with that,
It's an idea.
And with that, we like to welcome the 69 viewers that are actually watching. And no, I swear to God, the counter that I have up here, it said that. So, Ian, thank you for taking care of the bots. Appreciate it. AJ, 2022-23 Sharks to the 1992-93 Sharks. Hold our beer. Yeah, and like I said, to recap, this is the first time in Sharks franchise history that they start 0-5. And Richard Duvall, I mean, if Arizona keeps beating good teams, yeah.
I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
Go Arizona. Go Chicago. The Eagles bang.
Yeah. I mean, oof. Patrick Tyler, you were absolutely right. Or grinder, you never know. That's true. We don't discriminate here at all. So.
Oh no, I wasn't suggesting anything. I just mean, but Tinder date can be any gender. Even if there's certain apps for people looking for certain things. I don't know.
It's literally Teal together.
Yes.
And no matter where you're at, where you're from, who you are, who you be, we're all here, and that's what we appreciate. Everyone here, I appreciate everybody joining us in here. I think we're at 68. Okay, we lost.
Mine says it's back to 69.
Oh well, okay. Jesse Littlefield. Well, we went 0-4 and brought back Marlowe. Is it jumbo time? Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, bad way to make a comeback.
DW, we're still here.
Oh boy. Yeah. Jumbo staying fit at F45 Willow Glen Gym. look though, we do need to move on here with it. Go Flyers, go Canadians, go Yotes, go Blackhawks. Hey, the Flyers are 3-0, folks. The Flyers under John Tortorella are 3-0.
I didn't, everybody was so ready for them to be the worst team in the league this year, but like they were bad last year, but were they that bad before? Like they made the playoffs a few years ago, like multiple times. So I'm not that surprised. I mean, I don't think it's going to continue. I don't know that they're going to be a good team, but they were bad for 1 year and then everyone was like ready to write them off. And I mean, yeah, Torts is a unique coach. Like there's a reason he's infamous, but he will go to he will drive through a wall for his players. He will what what did he do that one time? Like go into the the other team's dressing room. I don't know. Like
oh yes.
He motivates people. I would be very, very interested to see what the Sharks team would look like with Tortorella.
I'm the Sharks need a motivator. Maybe that's what's going on here. Maybe they aren't getting up,
And like I can't even criticize David Quinn because I don't even like know him.
Oh, AJ, you're right. To be fair, the Flyers did have Martin Jones weighing them down last season.
I haven't checked on Martin Jones recently, but I know he did well in his first game. Seattle seems to be benefiting from that.
I look at it this way. Hey, we have at least we are. Let's see. Minnesota is 0-3. I mean Tampa's 1-3. All right, so unfortunately, it's just between us and Minnesota without a point yet. You throw in Vancouver, and there's the three teams that haven't won a game. It's.
Did Columbus win?
Columbus did win.
Oh.
And not we don't do the wraparound anymore, but it's a little early to to think about it. But I believe Johnny Gaudreau, if you haven't looked at the highlights, Johnny Gaudreau had a nice highlight reel goal for the Neon Buggers, although they were in their blue cannon jerseys tonight. Yeah, it's a weird night, folks. The Sabres are beating up on the Oilers right now. I mean, go figure. The Flyers beat the Lightning. I mean, the Senators win their home opener. I mean,
good for them.
This is why you play the game, folks. It's just crazy,
Yeah, at this point, I feel like I am rooting for certain other teams to be bad, like more so than I'm actually obviously I follow the Sharks most closely, like I'm on a Sharks podcast, but I just mean as far as like, what I check for every day, like they're just, there are teams I want to see fail, that weren't supposed to fail. The Sharks are supposed to fail. So
yeah, it's
what happens first?
Yeah. Let's break out the post-it notes. What do you got for us tonight?
A lot of Barbie with hearts around it. Anu, my husband, loved his flow. That was one of the first things we noted.
Yeah.
He's got great hair. So, okay, at least we've got that going for us.
Yeah.
I noticed in the Anders Lee goal. I don't know if you guys saw Luke Cunnin like right in front of him. He did this like fishy thing with his skates. It takes me back to my ice skating days where they'd be like, okay, you do the fishy. And I know for the adults, they call it a swivel. But, I recognize that. I don't know that that's what you do when a really good player has the puck and they're right in front of you. Yeah. But it's a thing.
I remember.
I don't know that I could have done much better, as an elementary schooler in ice skating class. So, please stop with the moving images on the boards.
Thank you.
It's so distracting. Like, I'm trying to watch a hockey game and there's like a car in the background or there's like a slot machine or whatever. Yeah. Like, and also the green screen effect still sucks, but the moving, like, that's what gets me. Like, that needs to stop.
I don't know if you saw the technologist the other night. But
I did. But I saw the same.
Like how the players got lost in the ads, that was ridiculous. I noticed for a little bit that some of the Islanders ads were showing on the screen. So that was a little concerning there. Dana, I think your camera's frozen.
Can you see me now?
Well, I can see you, but um, yeah, you don't.
I'm moving.
You're moving.
No?
There you go. There you go. We got you
Okay, we're
back.
back.
We're back.
Oh yeah, I have the I have the YouTube video playing here and I'm seeing I'm frozen. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm back.
Yeah, you're good. But the ads, yeah, they need to be stable. I mean, if they have some movement, just move, vertically. Don't have any stuff where it's just getting it. And you would think they introduced this back in what was it, 2016 at the World Cup. You would have thought for 6 years you perfect it. And yeah, there's going to be glitches here and there, and that's fine. And whatever it takes to get more revenue, that's fine. Um, you know, but I don't know.
I mean, I feel like if it's good enough for the advertisers to pay for it, then that's, that's sorry, how am I to phrase this? Like, it doesn't matter what we as the viewers feel, just like how like the jersey patches, like a lot of us have been dreading the day that would happen, and it's like we don't like it, but the advertisers have the money, so as fans we can whine and cry about it or just shut up.
Well,
Like,
the tough part is just that they say, Gary Bettman's like, the game's never been stronger. You'd have to kick and scream for me to put jersey ads on our jerseys. And it takes a pandemic, of course, and 3 years later, I mean, is it the Highmark Penguins or is it the Pittsburgh Highmarks? I mean, brought to you by Bold Penguin. Um, you know, um, the good thing is that they announced at the board meetings today that they're pretty close to getting back to even with the players with the escrow. That the cap might go up at least $1 million. And so fingers crossed. I mean, let's be honest here. When Carlson signed that deal, we were expecting a $90 million cap at least by now with the new TV deal in the U.S. I know there's a Canadian one that's going to be coming up soon. The have that revenue so you can potentially pay Timo Meier $10 million and be only...
He's not earning $10 million. His play does not currently warrant $10 million is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. And Ian, you are right. And it's just frustrating, I think, more than anything. I want the cap to go up, but stop doing things to make the cap going up. You can't have it both ways. I think the more than anything is that they had to do these things to offset the losses, but those aren't going to go away to offset the losses anymore. It's just frustrating indeed to have them having to do that. But you're absolutely right. You have to get the revenue in some form. So we shall see. Let's see. Did we get all your Post-its in?
No.
Oh, let's keep going. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I am so sorry.
Oh no, you're fine. Did anyone else see that part where like Sparky, I think, is the Islanders dragon name?
Yes.
Yeah, he he was like doing something in the crowd that I was finding really distracting at one point in the second period. I guess that's more entertaining than the Sharks during the second period. So thank you, Sparky. But yeah, he was having a great time. Oh no, it was in the third. Okay,
third.
I'm still not much. Okay, these are all out of order now. Oh, we didn't even talk about the Benning penalty. That was so dumb.
Oh boy, yeah, he's starting to get to be. It's tough to to figure out which defenseman you want to pick on this team right now. You can go after Vlasic because he was,
Benning.
yeah.
I don't even know him. I don't know anything about him. I'm sure he's lovely, but not doing it. Shimek looks decent, like next to Benning at least.
Vlasic has had his moments where he's looked decent. You know,
That's about the best we can say of anyone
granted,
right now, other than James Reimer.
Yeah, I mean,
Bless his soul.
Bless his soul. I mean, the poor guy. I mean, can a guy on a last place team be the goaltender of said team and go to the All-Star game? You know, it's just tough. You know, and it's like, I know you want to bring up the kids, but do you really want them to get into this depression?
No. I've switched teams.
You switched teams on that. Oh, really?
Yeah, no. Game 1 and 2, I was like, bring up the kiddies. But I mean, it looks like the Barracuda could. You know, I haven't. I don't know if they've played a game recently. I don't follow them that closely, but I might start so that I can see someone in Teal win. But you know what? Like, yeah, you're right. At this point, just let them do their thing. And I think if the Sharks were better, they might want to come up. But also, if I've never been a young hockey player, but at a certain point, an NHL team can be so bad that you're like, I don't even want to be there. At this moment, I think they want to be here in this organization in San Jose. But yeah, even for Merkley, like realistically, I think having Merkley on this team could make it better, could make the power play better. But if the coach is saying the team is fragile, a bunch of like buff grown men are like fragile, then yeah, no, I don't want the babies anywhere near there. Like let the Barracuda do their thing, be cute.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, the Barracuda, if you haven't heard from the other night, the Barracuda are 2-0. They took down Iowa in the 2 games this weekend. Of course, their regular season debut at the new Tech CU Arena in San Jose. I think many of you are going to be there. Well, I'm still debating whether or not I'll be there Saturday. Is going on. It's going to be a beautiful, great site for them to check out. And they've looked pretty good. Berkeley, I think, had a couple assists in the game the other night. Of course, Bordelot and Eklund each got their first AHL goals over the weekend. So it's going to be interesting. I would highly recommend, and for everyone in that matter, I think if you get the AHL home and away package, I want to say, and Ian, I know you're in the chat, but I think it's like
or the very, very legal site.
Yes, of course.
Very legal sites that one can use to watch hockey.
Yes, you know what I mean. The $60 a year plan or the R plan. I think to check out the CUDA would be, I think, really wonderful to check out because they have something special. We'll see how they do. I'm genuinely curious as to how the CUDA do, and you would hope with the talent that team has, just like it did in 2017 with the likes of Meyer, LeBanc, among others, Barclay Goodrow, they could be something special. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. So be on the lookout for that. As for the Sharks, oh boy, they take on the New York Rangers, and don't think David Quinn's going to be fired up to go against his old team. Thursday, it's gotta be a
slaughter fest.
Oh. So I guess 0-6, huh? All right. So Dana's foreseeing 0-6. I'll hope that Quinn. Let's be honest here. If Quinn can't get these guys fired up to have them play against his old team, that might be a tough one to see.
Yeah.
And you have the Flyers on Saturday morning, and then Sunday afternoon you have the Devils to finish up the road trip. It's not going to get easy, folks. It's not going to get easy. Um, oh boy, and Burge 7F91. Who gets into the playoffs first, the Sharks or the Sabres? Yeah, but that division's really tough to get into. That's the tough part. So,
See, the Sabres are fun bad. Or maybe they aren't even that bad this year, but like last year, they were fun bad. Because
right.
the players seemed like they kind of still enjoyed playing there. They enjoyed being a team.
To quote Ottawa GM Pierre Doring, we're a team.
We're a team.
We're a team.
That's how I feel about the Sharks right now. They're a team.
We're a team. Yeah, they're a team, all right. So, all right. With that, I had some other things.
Update on the post-it count. So
Yes.
5 this game, 4 the previous game, 3 the game before that. So we're up to 12.
So, all right, we're moving along here. I think you're going over. I think you're going to go over this year. I don't know.
No one's taken the under, so could make a lot of fake money. But
hey, we'll take whatever we can take for sure. My notes I had Logan Couture, congratulations on playing your 850th NHL game. Only Pavelski, Thornton, Vlasic, Marlowe have played more. It just you're 3 away from 300. I would love for you to get that sooner than later. Right now, the way that the team is going, it's going to be later. It might be November. So we'll see on that. The only other two times the Sharks have gone worse were 08-1 in 1993-94. Of course, they made the playoffs for the first time there. Yes, lightning can strike twice, but it's not going to happen on this one. They need to get their stuff together. The Sharks did go 0 for a while. I think it almost got to November in 95-96. I remember the game that ended the streak. It was like they finally broke out to like a 7-3 win over the St. Louis Blues, and it took not to trigger up thoughts of Game 7, but it triggered a 5-minute major for them to go off on it. So we'll see about that. But Dana, as always, I know you're rocking the Barbie. Let's hope Barabanov can save this team. We'll see how it goes Thursday night against the Rangers. Thank you very much for being a part of this. But in case you missed anything, or you want to watch this again, check us out on tealtownusa.com or your favorite podcatcher, and you can find us wherever you get your podcasts, whether it's Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, YouTube, of course, SoundCloud, Spotify, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, of course, Odyssey, and of course, if you're on YouTube right now, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. That'll notify you when you get on. And of course, if you are watching us not on the delay or on the replay, leave a comment down below about what you thought of tonight's game. It does help us in the long run, so really appreciate that as always. So Dana, if you want to go get the precious little kitty.
Yes.
Look at how quickly this smile got on her face. Go get.
Oh, Margie's not going to be happy.
Oh, Margie won't be happy. Neither are we. But we need some happiness in our lives here, folks. Let's be honest here. 0-5. Not the prettiest in the world. This team eventually will come through. Eventually. Quinn is telling the truth. It's just a very, very painful truth to take. Let's be honest here. And it sucks. And it's not great. And oh, yep, we have a cat sighting. So all you fans of the feline, you're getting your chance. But yes, if you. So in case, again, follow us on our social media, Twitter, Instagram, and everything. There we go. We have Marjorie. Hi.
Can hear the ASMR crunching. Oh, Marge, here. Come on. Come on.
Yeah, there we go. All right.
Good little podcast kitty.
Good job. Way to ring in the views, my friend. Dana, thank you.
Notice she has a teal collar.
I love it. I love it. More teal, the better, as I always say. Dana, your final thoughts, my dear.
Can I decline to have final thoughts?
All right. Let's just hope this streak ends sometime. Otherwise, I'll take a quote from Randy Hahn.
Better not F with me.
You got that right. Better not F with us. So for Dana and myself, I'm at PuckGuy14 on the Twitter and the Instagram. We'll be back with you following Sharks and Rangers on Thursday. And until then, keep it real, keep it teal, keep it real teal. Have a great night, everyone. We will see you after the Rangers game on Thursday. Can we get a W? Good night, everyone.